Here's something to think about. We become what we repeat. Happy Tuesday, guys. Happy Tuesday from my Go Healthy shop. I'll give you guys a tour in a little bit, okay? But I wanted to come on here to share with you guys something that was like so profound to me this morning. I know it might not sound profound to you, but here's what happened. This morning, I'm just feeling so good. I'm feeling so alive. I feel so energetic. And I started to ask myself, like, what's going on? Why do I feel so amazing? And what hit me was, you know what? I have been in my winning formula element. In a couple of lives before, if you guys want to go back and look at it, I talked about what is your winning formula? Like, what are the things that have you win? And if you don't know what those are, okay, maybe one day we'll do a whole class on it. But if you don't know what those are, I invite you to start thinking about whenever you're feeling amazing, whenever you're feeling on point, whenever you're feeling good, anytime that you have created some type of success for yourself, what has been your winning formula? So, last night, my lovely husband said some very interesting things. And I got to tell you, I did not like them, okay? And I was kind of whatever about it because I wasn't in agreement with what he was saying. However, in the midst of it, I was like, where's my planner? Where's my planner? I was looking for my planner. And what happened was I got my planner and I started to map out my Tuesday. Okay, I started to literally write down what time I was going to wake up and what time I was going to do, what I was going to do. I was going to wake up at 4:30, stack from 4:35 to 5:30. I was going to work out from 5:30 to 6:30. I was going to get ready and be out the door by 7:30 so that I can teach my USC class today at 8 o'clock. And so what ended up happening was I had some hiccups this morning that didn't go as I planned. My Peloton machine broke. I was behind schedule. I wasn't able to do the class at Go Healthy like I thought I was going to do. But for the most part, I was on task. But here's what I will share with you. What happened was, as I was going through my routine, okay, I was telling Sergio, I'm like, I gotta go, I'm behind schedule. I gotta go, I'm behind schedule. And as I was going through my morning, I felt so empowered. I felt so unstoppable. And the reason being for two things. Number one, I was operating from my winning formula. I was operating from the thing that I know has me win. And that is setting a schedule, okay, in blocks and following through. And it's almost almost always, okay, when I do that, I don't even have to look at the clock. My brain was pre-programmed the night before on what I was going to do the next day. And like clockwork, things just start to happen. So that's one thing. The second thing that happened was, so number one, I was operating within my winning formula, which is the night before, plan things out with the time, okay, schedule stuff out and just execute. Write this down if you're taking notes, okay? Just execute. Don't think, just do it, right? And so that was one thing. The second thing that happened that has me feeling so freaking amazing, okay, is that I've been operating this whole morning in my element. What do you mean, Karla? What do you mean in your element? Well, let me tell you, okay? There is something that each of us have something that makes you feel alive. Each of us have something that make you feel powerful, that make you feel unstoppable, that make you feel just just floating. For me, it's teaching entrepreneurs. For me, it's working with women that are business owners, women that are up to big things, women that want to make a difference in their lives and the people around them, women that want to make an impact. Every time I am coaching, every time I'm coaching and teaching entrepreneur women, I feel alive. I feel like God is speaking through me. I feel like this is my calling. This is what I'm meant to do. Okay. And so the second reason why I feel so freaking amazing is because I am being true to my heart, to my soul's calling. So if you are running through life and you're I just don't feel motivated, I just don't feel good, I'm going to ask you to stop and ask yourself a couple questions. Number one, okay, am I doing what I said I was going to do? Because a lot of things start with your self-confidence, with you being able to trust yourself. For you to be able to trust your word, like for you to be able to say, if I said I was going to do this and actually do it, that's where it all starts. Now, once you start to develop, here's what's going to happen, okay? I can't draw this out, but if you can, draw this out. Your habits will become your skills. Your habits will become your skills. And your habits and your skills will become your identity. Will become not what you do, will become who you are. So if you're running through life and you're feeling like, oh, I don't feel motivated, okay? Or if you're like, oh my gosh, I want to move, I want to do something, but I don't feel like, I don't feel like alive. I feel like I'm asleep. I feel like I'm just walking like a zombie through life. I invite you to do those steps. Number one, schedule your day out and follow through on what you said you were going to do. Follow through on your word. That's going to develop trust with yourself. And when you start to trust yourself, you're going to build yourself some confidence, okay? Number two, all right? Number two, find something that makes your heart go on fire. Find something that makes your heart light up, that makes your soul beat like just awake, that makes you feel so good that you can do that all day long. When you can find something that just makes you feel alive, that makes you feel like unstoppable, that makes you feel like you are in your element and that you can do it all day long, there's a sense of energy that happens within you that it's unexplainable, that is like untouchable. So when you can start to think about, hey, you know what? I'm not feeling my best. Before you do anything, you got to feel good with you by declaring what you're up to, declaring what it is that you want, declaring what you want your life to look like. And from there, start to think about, okay, what do I need to put in place for that to happen? What must I do and who must I become in order for that to happen? And when you start there, like you really start to declare, like, this is what I'm going to become. This is what I'm up to. This is what I want for my life. It is amazing what will start to shift. Things will start to open. Ideas will start to come about that you're like, I never thought about that. And then from there, once you start to create that inner momentum, once you start to create that inner drive, what will end up happening is you'll start to feel where in your life, what activities, what things you're doing that make your heart and your soul on fire. What puts your heart and your soul like in ecstasy. And when you operate from that perspective, you don't even know what can open up for your life. You don't even know what can happen. But it all starts from there. So this morning, as I was feeling super good, I started to think about, why am I feeling this good? And I thought, you know what? Yeah. You become the things that you constantly repeat. If you're constantly repeating disempowering beliefs, disempowering conversations, disempowering thoughts, you're going to become a disempowered person. But if you start to repeat like good habits, repeat like you following up with your word, repeat you like honoring who you said and what you said you were going to do, that is who you will become. You'll become a person of integrity. You become a person that you can trust and that others can trust. You'll become an unstoppable woman that you know that things will happen because you said so. That things will occur because you know that whatever you focus on, you will manifest. That is true power. Like there was a course that I took that said, I want you to become so powerful that when you say chair appears. And you guys, that can happen. But it starts with you having inner power by, number one, honoring your own word, trusting yourself. See, some of you guys don't even want to declare goals, don't want to like put out there like your dreams and like your aspirations because you have a doubt that you can accomplish them. And the doubt doesn't come from you not thinking you're not capable. I mean, that could be, but some of you, you know you're more than capable, okay? But those thoughts in the back of your mind, occur because you don't trust yourself. You don't trust that you'll do what you said. Okay? You don't trust that you will actually follow through. I want you to think about that. All those thoughts in the back of your head have come to be alive because of the habits that you've created, because the things that you've constantly telling yourself, because the things that you do and you don't do that you know you should or shouldn't do. So I invite you to start thinking about that. Who you are becoming is a result of the things you keep repeating. So if you want to change the course of your life, if you want to change what you have, you got to start changing the habits, the things you're saying, the things that you're doing, and that you're repeating over and over and over again. Now, you're probably asking, well, how the heck do I do that when I've been like 20, 30 years being this person? How do I change? Okay. Well, there's a lot of things that you can do. There's a lot of tools, a lot of strategies, a lot of frames that you can be part of that will support you in having a system and a structure that actually will work. So if you want to know how to do that, okay, let's have a conversation. Click the link in my bio, fill out this form that I have, okay, and then let's have a conversation. There might be something I can support you with. There's tools that I can guide you with. There's strategies that I can support you with. Now, some of you are like, Karla, you know what? I'm sick and tired of doing things that don't make my heart on fire. I'm sick and tired of living a life of just the rat race and making barely any ends meet. Well, guess what? If you are ready to start your own business, if you want to have your own, at the beginning, a side hustle that can eventually turn into a full-time career, let me know. Fill out the link in my bio and let's have a conversation. Because for the last 20 plus years, I have been my own boss. For the last 20 plus years, I've had my own business. And let me tell you something. It has been the most rewarding thing to be able to have self-control of my time and self-control of my paycheck. Because at the end of the day, what ends up happening is my paycheck is determined by my efforts. I get to say what is on there based on what I'm willing and not willing to do. But for that, I had to be disciplined. For that, I had to work hard. For that, I had to be able to allow myself to take a chance on myself. So, if you are ready to make a switch this year, you guys, make your whole heart on fire, set your soul unleash it, fill out the link in my bio and let's have a conversation. Life is so short to be doing things that just don't fulfill your heart and your God's purpose. Let's make an impact on this earth. Let's make a change, but it first starts with you. So anything I can do to support you, send me a message, leave a comment below. And if you feel this is something that someone can benefit from, share it. Share it and make sure you follow for more. We'll see you guys later.